If I do my job well as your teacher, then you will do my job for me. Let me explain. Now, I'm not a runner, obviously, but I do love watching track and field in the Olympics, and one of the most exciting races you can watch are the relay races. Stick with me here, let me cook. In a relay race, one person runs their leg of the race, and then they hand the baton to the next runner so that runner can run theirs. And that is why I call question number 5 the baton. Question 5 asks, who can I help by knowing this information? Who can I help with what I've learned? And it's the last question in the process because it's the final step. Now, so far this week, we've asked 4 questions. Number 1, what is this lesson, this material teaching me? Number 2, what skill or habit is this building in me? Number 3, how does this connect to my identity? And number 4, how does this change how I move in the world? And if a teacher is doing their job well, they will take you through all 4 of those questions at some point. But you might even go through them yourself without even realizing it. Those 4 questions, however, are for you. They're internal. They're about what happens inside you when the lesson or when knowledge lands. That's you running your leg of the race. Question 5 is the only question that faces outward. It asks what you can do with that knowledge, with that skill, with that perspective shift once it's yours, once you own it. Now, a few days ago, maybe even a couple weeks ago, I was scrolling through social media and I came across a quote from the famous singer Nina Simone. And her quote said, "The people that built their heaven on your land are telling you that yours is in the sky." And I stopped scrolling and I saved it and I reposted it because it resonated with me. It hit something deep inside me and I wanted to share that. I wanted someone else to feel it and see it and have that realization too. And then yesterday in my first period class, we're reading about the Enlightenment. And one of the core beliefs of the philosophers, the French philosophers of the old 1700s, was this. They said to reject the medieval notion that people should find joy in the hereafter, that's heaven, and instead seek well-being here and now on earth. And I looked at my students and I told them that Nina Simone said basically the same thing. Now, they don't know who Nina Simone is, but I told them that she said, the people who built their heaven on your land are telling you that your heaven is in the sky. 200 years apart, same freaking truth, different messenger. And I don't like to keep good things to myself. So when something hits me, when something moves me, when something impacts me or shifts my thinking, when something makes me see myself or see the world differently, my first instinct is to share it. And that's why I'm on Instagram. That's why I built this CCR World History class. That's why I'm documenting all of this and talking to my freaking phone before school, okay? The baton isn't a grand gesture. It's a repost. It's a quote you drop into a lesson. It's a conversation you have with the student because of something you learned or something you read or something that hit you last week that connects to what that student is going through. When knowledge lands, you pass it on. That's what it's for. That's question number 5, the baton, and that's the why behind the what. See you next week.